State Capitol right now, dozens of people plead to legalize cannabis oil. Now, this could be a long night for lawmakers. 99 people are scheduled to testify for change. KETV News Watch 7's Alexandra Stone is live in Lincoln with the big story at 6.
Hearings are still going on inside the Capitol. The room packed with people since about 1:30 this afternoon, mostly supporters of a bill that would legalize medical use of marijuana. Now, the supporters come from Nebraska, but also families from out of state who've come to say that cannabis can save lives. Paige Figge remembers watching her young daughter Charlotte seizing, sometimes hundreds of times a day.
3 years ago, when she was 5 years old, she was end of life. She was seizing every 30 minutes with a grand mal seizure in a wheelchair on oxygen. Her body's shutting down, and we brought her home on hospice, and we're saying goodbye.
Preparing for the end of her young daughter's life, Figge found options to comfort her daughter in her final days. But what she found, cannabidiol oil, gave her daughter new life.
Miraculously, it stopped her seizures. She's 3 years on this oil, and she's 99.9% seizure controlled, so she can walk again and talk again. And
now Charlotte rarely visits the hospital, and Paige tours the country advocating for the use of this oil. Families filled the hearing Friday, and a truck circled outside, sending a message about compassion and care.
I would have never guessed that I would have brought this bill, but when I have family members come in and they're pleading, for someone to help them, have some compassion. People are hurting.
Nebraska State Senator Tommy Garrett of Bellevue proposed one of 3 bills on the docket Friday. 2 would open up medical marijuana use, but 1 calls for harsher punishments for use of K2 and potent edibles coming from Colorado.
Law enforcement people will tell you that this marijuana is so much stronger. This is not just a simple marijuana type that you see in the 70s and 80s. This stuff is 5 to 10 times stronger.
And Attorney General Doug Peterson worries medical marijuana could be a gateway to something more. Testimony on that bill caused an outburst from the emotional crowd.
So much stupid, and I'm going to take that much.
For the families who showed up Friday to support medical marijuana, quality of life is on the line.
They'll be able to live a fuller life, and why shouldn't they have a chance, just like everybody else, to be able to do that?
Can't not come
now,
and
one
fight.
of the bills proposes a study of medical marijuana first, and Senator Tommy Garrett says that's not enough. It leaves families who've run out of options waiting even longer. Supporters also say that this medical marijuana will be very heavily regulated. We still don't know if any of these bills will make it to the floor. Reporting live, Alexandra Stone, KETV News Watch 7.